Hello. Can you see this? This is my first time trying to do something like this, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit messy. Still trying to figure out the art stream thing, but this will do for most. It's an honor to meet you at very long last, Ms. Warner Lover. Okay, I've never been called that before. That's a new one. Have not seen Tiny Toons University. Have not even seen the original. Am considering watching the original someday, but Tiny Toons University has already rubbed me the wrong way by making Buster and Babs Bunny siblings. So, just to show you what I'm doing here, basically. So, every Halloween, I like to draw my favorite characters as monsters. But another semi tradition that I've started for October is that I I also love to do edits of the Hotel Transylvania characters, especially since Transformania came out and that was a huge letdown. So basically, like, if you haven't seen my Hotel Transylvania video, I was upset by how Johnny and Erica were not turned into monsters, and instead they were forced to stay humans because you're perfect just the way you are, even though that means that I'm going to outlive you over 100 years and I'm probably going to have multiple loves of my life instead of wanting to stay with the same one for the rest of eternity. Yay! So, this is part of my, this is part of my way of fixing the ending that I don't like. So, by the way, can you all hear me okay, or? I know there's a kind of a delay on my end. I'm trying to see if the stream is moving well on another screen. Great. Good to know that nothing has gone wrong yet. Hopefully nothing will. Okay, so I haven't done this in a year. Let's see how it goes. So, just gonna try to center everything. Okay, so let me see if I can still answer some questions while trying to. Let's see. Background. Your thoughts on the Animaniacs getting the Roger Rabbit Rescue Ranger. Excuse me. Rescue Ranger movie treatment on the big screen. Did that actually happen? Or, is this a reference to them potentially cameoing in either Space Jam 2 or Rescue Rangers itself? I'm not sure about that. And then, yes, I really like a real Bump in the Lamp animatics, I'm assuming Animaniacs movie would be awesome. Also, yes, I can hear ya, Sneakers McSqueakers. Hey, CJV, glad to see you here. Right. So let's see what I need. Yeah, all of my assets here, they're just JPEGs. I don't have any of the PSD files actually saved. But I do remember how to do Johnny. But just in case, I'm going to pull up some extra pictures just to make sure that his spots are on point. Well, actually, first I'm going to wing it. I'll just do the spots later. You have no idea how many times I've typed Animaniacs before and it autocorrected to Animatics. Lucky for me, I barely even knew about Animatics until after Animaniacs, so I never really had that problem. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I still have to watch King of the Hill, but I have seen that clip in passing, but never the proper clip. Only the meme version where the video just gets crunchier and crunchier the more it goes on. I love it. During lunchtime at school when I was a kid, I would sometimes get a box of wet wipes for one of the teachers just in case they needed them. Oh, that's nice, I guess. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Oh, that was not what I wanted. That's okay. I am so excited for Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite times of the year. I'm not sure if I'd say it's my favorite holiday. It's a close match between that and Christmas for obvious reasons. In your last video on how to fix Animaniacs 2020, you mentioned that you wanted a character similar to OKKO Let's Be Heroes, when so far we got Pizza Tower and Anton Blast by the time I'm making. Yeah, I am aware of Pizza Tower's existence. They've got references to Wario Land on the PC. Oh my god! And the Noid, which is totally not the Noid, it's the Noise, and Noisette, which I think is supposed to be a reference to Amy, so cool. Okay. Not saying I hate OKKO itself, but we got other worthy successors out there. Oh, of course! There are many examples that we can take from. I'm just saying the ones that match my visions the most, you know? And it's nice to see where other people are coming from as well. Okay, so... that should be almost all of his skin. I just have to do the ear now. You're gonna love Anton Blast. So, what is Anton Blast? I don't think I've heard of it. Fun fact, V bringing up the idea of a silent tune for Animaniacs' revival was actually an inside nod to something me and her made a while back. Yes, that is correct. I would elaborate more, but since the inside nod is more so your baby than mine, you gotta give me the all clear for this one. I'm picking up Mario Wonder Day 1. Lucky, I hope you enjoy it. So... Okay, that's everything, but I also gotta make sure his eyes don't change. There we go. Vivi? Okay, I've never been called that one before either, so. To elaborate more on the inside nod, basically, Lorgal here created an OC named QT. It's the initials Q and then T. And she was supposed to be a promising character in Warner Brothers, but it got canceled for no reason, from what I know. It's kind of vague on there. And then she got scrapped. And then one day she meets the Warners, and she became part of, well, I'm not sure how far this idea is going to go, but she then became part of kind of like a fan-made Animaniacs revival. So we've designed her to have her own skit, and she sometimes interacts with the Warners, but also in her own sketch, you see the world where she comes from, where it pays homage to Betty Boop and Bimbo and all of that, and some characters included are original, but we also included a lot of scrapped characters like Latija and Nipsey and Russell and Bossy Beaver and Doyle. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so that's all blue. I need some orange. Saturate it a little bit more. No, too bright. Oh, okay. I think around here, yeah, that's more like it. That's definitely the slime vibe that we're going for. We love to see it. No. Oop, wrong thing. Okay, pictures to edit, and then... Okay, what is going on here right now? Put a coin in the swear jar. I have no idea what's going on with my screen right now. Like, it's not showing everything. Alright. What I expect from the Fosters reboot. Well, I expect what Craig said. It's going to be like Bluey in vibes. And you cannot go wrong with Bluey. I very much do think Bluey is a modern combination of Oswald and Bear in the Big Blue House. So. And then, what I hope from it is that we get the closure from... Blue that we never got in the original show. 'Cause I think he deserves so much better than what he got at the end of it all. He deserves to heal from everything. And maybe it's his friends making up for what they did all those years ago in their little cameos, or it's just Blue being able to heal from being friends with the nursery babies, considering the last time we saw him with the nursery babies, they hated his guts no matter what he was. So, that's what I hope for the most. Go off about Cody and Gia. Normally I would, but seeing you've got 3 jokings, probably not. Okay, have you ever thought on doing another crossover video with Kitty Mock, I have been thinking about doing not crossover videos. I have been thinking about collabing with other people. I just don't know if I'm ready to reach out to them yet. And I have no idea what we'd collab with either. I have a list of people that I'd want to reach out to someday. But that's probably not going to happen until the far future. Until then, the only times you'll see me collabing are my occasional guest speaking moments on Media Mementos. Whenever Trevor asks me to speak, I'll be there. And if you're curious on what brand they had, it was Privé. Okay, look, I'm sorry, I have no idea where this new wipes fixation came from. Like, good on you if you like it, but I don't know what you expect me to say. Any new original projects of your own in mind outside of Animaniacs-themed projects? Are you talking about videos in general, or just what I want to do with my future? Sneaks is a very talented writer and creator, BTW. She helped me with multiple concepts on my show / webcomic idea. Yes, that is correct. I consider myself something of a mentor towards Toonie here. We both want to make our own cartoons someday, and I pretty much have everything planned except for drawing the actual characters or specifying specific episodes, but I'm always willing to help others who are looking to create their own cartoons as well and giving my own advice to them. When is your official birthday? May 18th. I actually am gonna see Bluey at some point. You should! It's a good show. The Foster's revival will feature the return of Bendy. Plot twist. It's not black and yellow Bendy. It's the ink demon Bendy. Doo doo doo. Technically, we already have a collab planned, but that's only for a select few to see. Yep, pretty much. You're truly the most underrated gem of a YouTuber and don't want you to ever die out because I enjoy your content. Aw, thank you! I really appreciate it. Okay, so now that I've caught up with most of your input, it's time to get back to editing. So this was the first Johnny slime that I've ever done. And sometimes whenever I do these pieces, I like to, let's see, how do I say it? I like to sometimes reuse parts of him. Like the blobs that I've made for his hands and feet. I think it's easier that way. Okay, I won't need his feet, so I'm just gonna put this down here just in case. And then, let's see, select inverse, and then, so here are his blobs for his hands. Bye for now and have a safe Halloween. Thank you, Unyamused Giant. I hope you have a safe Halloween too. And I forgot to answer the question about Halloween plans just because I was so busy with everything else, but every year I love to do this thing called Trunk or Treat. I'm not sure if many of you have heard of it, but it's basically a Halloween event that my local church puts on. And it's usually the weekend before Halloween. You've got all of these cars coming up because, you know, it's Trunk or Treat. You decorate your car a specific way if you have a theme and everything. And I have been at it for 3 years. So, well, technically this is my 3rd year. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. As I was saying, I've done this for 3 years now. My first Trunk or Treat, I was Dora the Explorer. My second Trunk or Treat, I was Isabela from Encanto. And this year, I'm doing Hotel Transylvania, since it's my dad and I's special movies. We've decided that for once, he's actually going to match with me, because he's not much of a costume guy. So he's going to be Dracula, and I'm going to be dressed up as Mavis. Alright. Ooh, hello, Lynn and Dash! Haven't seen you in a while! How have you been? I saw like the first 13 episodes of Foster's Home on HBO Max before it got pulled for some reason. Yeah. I have no idea why they did that. Is the Powerpuff Girls still on though? Cause that would be really weird if they had one of Craig's shows but not both. I really hope that this is just a side effect of the Discovery merger, because I really would think it's a shame if HBO Max or Cartoon Network has started to see Foster's as an old shame of sorts, considering a lot of people say it's the weakest or one of the weakest of Craig's shows, which I don't think is true. Like, yes, it's not perfect, but it's absolutely my favorite. There's just something about it that I adore. And even though it may sound hypocritical, because if it's a story-driven show, I tend to just have my opinion on it be soured forever if it has a bad ending. But I'm able to excuse it for Slice of Lifes, because usually I see that there's less reminders that it's going to end badly or semi-badly. And of course, I think Foster's is the strongest when the dynamics are actually healthy and not completely toxic. Which, they always seem to victimize one character specifically, unless it's Mr. Harriman doing the victimizing. But I feel like Blue has been victimized the most, since Frankie at least still gets plenty of breaks, while Blue just gets worse and worse and worse. But I've already have a video for that, so why not dwell too much? I love how there's Zoom folders and then there's cheese. I like chocolate milk. Yes, I caught that before. Can I have some chocolate milk? What do I look like, your mother? Okay. So I'm just gonna duplicate this, and then let's see, how do I do this? Alright, so what else? I genuinely appreciate everything Sneaks has done with me. She's part of the reason I'm so proud of your work. Aw, I'm really happy about that, Toonie. Like, I love your cartoon idea, and I really do think you deserve to be proud of it. I feel most people should be proud of their work. And I can just tell, as long as you keep at it, you're going to go far. Here's hoping the same can be said for me someday. And then the episode will be about one of the nursery friends lying about not having stolen a cookie, and the end reveals they were telling the truth, and Bendy's the one who stole it. I could see that. Nobody finds out because it's Bendy. What do you expect? The unfortunate truth. Dang it. Hold on. There we go. So, just gotta soften it up a little bit. All right. And then... Sorry for the whole wet wipes thing I asked you. Nah, it's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, really. I just think it's a bit... I don't know. It's just... I don't know how to answer questions like that or whatever. Yo, I know what trunk or treat is. I normally go to one each year. Ooh, nice! So I'm not the only one. One of my closest Discord mutuals had no idea what trunk or treat was, so I had to explain it to him. And then I've been questioning myself ever since. Like, how many people actually know about this? Is this more of a niche thing? Or is it as widespread as I've known it for my whole life, basically? And CJB, nice to know that you know as well. Alright, new Mario and Luigi VA? Okay, I've got to see that. I actually did a question video on who your favorite character is. I will be honest, when it comes to Hotel Transylvania, I don't really think I have a favorite character. But I will say that I do think Erica is one of the most interesting characters in the entire franchise, so do with that whatever you want, I suppose. So, Madoka Magica was on Max? That's what I'm thinking too. Also, PPG is still on Netflix, so I didn't really think to check HBO Max. Huh. Weird. Oh, hey, Kawika! One of my co-editors! Just taking a break from Media Mementos editing, working on a Tiny Toons related video. I saw! Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, I'm taking a break as well. The 40k subscriber special is going to be one of the longest videos that channel has ever had. And I've been working on it for most of my free time. But I decided to take a 2-hour break to stream because, you know, even though it's a long video, I think I deserve a break as well sometimes. I don't want to stress myself too much or, you know, get overwhelmed. Gotta go, but I'll be lingering in Discord. Nice. Glad you stopped by, gal. It's very much a church thing somehow. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I've never seen Trunk or Treat take place anywhere other than a church. And more importantly, I've only ever seen it happen at 2 churches. The one that I go to, and another one that I used to go to, but I had no clue that they did Trunk or Treat until last year. So... Oh, Stardust! Hey! One of my real life friends! What are you drawing? Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm making edits of the Hotel Transylvania characters, Johnny and Erica. Erica I will do after I finish Johnny here. I'm doing one at a time, and I want to... Hold on, I gotta... Actually, no, I think it'll be easier if I erase. So if you've seen my Hotel Transylvania video, you know that I'm disappointed that Johnny and Erica did not end up turning into monsters for good at the end of the series. So this is my way of making the ending that I wish they could have gotten as close to a reality as possible. I am turning Johnny into a slime boy, and then after this I'm going to turn Erica into a Gorgon. I have done this before, so this is not my first rodeo, as some of you may have been able to tell in my pictures to edit. But I am basically learning how to do this all over again. So it's fun. Also, I wanted to watch Konosuba before, but it got pulled before I had the chance. You know, the funny thing is that happens to me every time I want to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. I knew that it was on Netflix when Netflix was first a thing, but then afterwards, when I wanted to binge it for the first time, it was taken off. And then it went back on Netflix, and then when I tried to continue my binge, it was gone again. Very strange. Is this in Photoshop or Illustrator? This is Photoshop. Illustrator I use more for actual drawing, whereas Photoshop is the go-to for edits. Animaniacs getting pulled from Hulu wasn't that big for me at the time, but dang it, I want to give Tom more money. Put it on Max. I agree. Oh, very cool. I like your style of drawing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so where did that go? There we go. Select immerse. There we go. So now we are almost done with Johnny here. So we've got his arms. Hold on, I gotta clean up a little bit here. So I just gotta fix up his arm. There we go. And then now I have to add the spots to his face. So let's see where I can find it. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to find my brush. And then I'm going to find a couple of colors here and there. I'm gonna, okay, no. That's gotta be a little bit smaller, a little bit less hard. A little more like that. I am going to put this on top, and then I'm gonna lower the opacity, I believe. So that way he looks a lot more blobbish. Yes, Animaniacs got pulled from Hulu. Only the original, so basically they're leaving over their scraps with the reboot that doesn't exist. If Animaniacs was on HBO Max, it'd be Animani Max. Good one. If the reboot did, I wouldn't bat an eye, sadly. Yeah, me neither. Like, that was just a whole tragedy right there. I just checked, PPG is still on Max. Okay, good to know. Cannot say that I am not disappointed, but oh well. So I think another thing I should do for his skin, because I don't think it's coming out quite right. I think I should add a gradient over it. So he's already orange as is, but the gradient itself, that's what makes it really pop. So I'm just gonna, there we go, a little bit of cleanup. Let's pull a show off our platform that we signed a 3-season deal with. That will go well. I think, I don't want to point any fingers, but I'm pretty sure that the Animaniacs 2020 fandom is most alive or only alive on Tumblr. I had to do a lot of blocking when that show first came out. I wasn't blocking people, just blocking tags, so that way my feed wouldn't get filled with stuff that I really did not want to see. Especially considering that the fandom very much was possessive and would bully others who dared to criticize the best reboot since DuckTales 2017. Yes, try a orangey red gradient. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Okay, wait, hold on. Just gonna make sure the eyes. All right. That's okay. No, not that one. Here we go. That's the one I'm looking for. I'm hoping that I'll have enough time to do Erica. I've got an hour left, so yeah, all of these streams are gonna be around 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer if I need to take more time to get to certain questions and comments. It's pretty cool. I've been using Photoshop for a year and I've gotten quite used to it. Yeah, it's very easy to use once you really know the ins and outs. And sometimes all you have to do is know the basics and then suddenly you know all the advanced stuff. Like, for example, I never used 3D text until one of my assignments for college when I was making a Skittles poster. And it was a lot easier than you'd think. It's kind of like putting a filter on something. All right, so let's see. Here we go. There's got to be an oranges in here somewhere. Yeah, this is similar to the one that I've used in the past. So let's see how it goes. Okay, no. A little bit higher. Okay, yeah, that's more like it. Ooh, yes. That is looking so good. You know, I actually want to check something. I'm going to... I'm going to pull up that picture of him again. And see what happens. How different does it look if it's the regular skin tone underneath? Okay, yeah, it does not look as strong as it does on the already orange one. So yeah, that's what I do. I change his skin to be orange, and then I add an extra gradient over it. Because the gradient here, well, maybe if I made the gradient a little bit stronger. But yeah, that doesn't have the same effect either. What's the Animaniacs reboot? What spells are you casting, women? It's called gaslighting. Are you doing these every Friday then? I hope to do them every Friday. Last week I wasn't able to because I had too much going on that day. But this is my second stream and my first stream was 2 weeks ago. So yes. Do you like the Black Eyed Peas? I love the Black Eyed Peas. Pump It is my favorite song from them, but I also like My Humps, Don't Lie, Where is the Love, Boom Boom Pow, I Got a Feeling. Yeah, they're a pretty good band. Oh, and Let's Get It Started. I could never forget about Let's Get It Started. We gotta do a Toontown stream. Yeah, that would be fun. I love Toontown. You know, I've only played Corporate Clash once, but I want to play it more often. It's like the best of both worlds. You can either choose to do classic Toontown but without the restrictions, or you can do... kind of like a remix of Toontown, I suppose. I don't know why I automatically go British when I say suppose, but I guess it's a weird quirk of mine. No way, Let's Get It Started is my favorite song from them too. Yeah, it's a classic. I even used it as my transition into season 1 of Foster's. Oh yeah, I remember the pie was a huge inside joke between Toonie and I after I introduced him to Toontown. Get a little bit circular here. Yeah, another thing I do when I edit Johnny Slime, I never make his spots the exact same. That way, when you look at different pictures of him that I do, it gives off the illusion that if it was in movement, he's kind of like a lava lamp of sorts. And then I'm down for Corpse Clash. It's the better version combat-wise. Interesting. Alright, so I am going to. Let's see, there's one more thing that I need to do for Johnny before I move on to my next Erica piece. Erica is going to be. Erica is going to be a lot quicker than this one. Like, I think that Johnny Slime was the easier one, but no. And Erica is more easy to do since she's got a lot of snakes and I know how to put them all around her hair to make it look more natural and stuff. Now I'm going to send myself another picture of Johnny. So that way, I don't want to accidentally dox myself by looking through my other files. So I'm just airdropping the pictures and then deleting them after. Sorry I had to ask, but did you accept my friend request yet? I keep forgetting. You have to remind me what your Discord username is again. Yeah, I am not the best when it comes to Discord friend requests lately. I get a lot of requests from people I don't know, so it's harder to accept them every now and then. So even though I did say that the globs on Johnny's face are... Okay, Mario rocks my socks. Okay, I'll accept you once the stream ends. Promise. And I know I did say that I don't give Johnny the same blobs every time on his face, but that does not apply to his hair. I always use the same globs. Just a slight bit of consistency within everything aside from his regular design. During my last stream, somebody suggested that maybe I hold a stream reading all of my rewritten versions of stuff that I don't like, or stuff that I think that could have been a lot better. And Hotel Transylvania 4 is one of them. So maybe I'll get to finally tell you the context behind why Johnny is a slime monster instead of a dragon like he is in the movie proper. What's the name of the Foster's video? Yeah, Super 64 Alt is right. It's the blue video essay, The Hidden Pain of Blue Regard Q Kazoo. Valkyria! Hey! Glad to see you drop in. Alright, so which point in the video does that song play? So I have timestamps for when I go to different sections of, like, or different parts of the series to dissect Blue's characterization. If you go to the season 1 one, which is after the pilot movie House of Blues, it plays for the transition. That was my first video that I did proper transitions for, by the way. I'm considering doing them more often, but there are some topics where it's harder for me to think of good transitions. But still, it was a really good experiment to start with this one, especially since they all pretty much played in my head as I was writing the script for Blue's character essay, or Blue's character analysis. Thanks, V. I just woke up from a nap. Hope it was refreshing. I'm not a nap person. Every time I nap, I wake up feeling all sticky, sweaty, and more tired than I was before. And it's just an awful feeling. I only nap if I really feel like I have to. Or when we're on car trips. Longer drives make it easier for me to just sleep in the back. Oop. No, that's not what I want. There we go. So my other Johnny Slime and Gorgon Erica edits that I've done, they are all they are on Tumblr, so if you want to go check out the other ones that I've done, I can show you, you can look at them there. Or when I'm done with Johnny before I start doing Erica's, I can show you a few of them. Okay, so let's turn you around. You know what, let's put you up here, like a little wad of bubblegum. And then you, let's see, where am I going to put you? I just found the transition with that song and I love it. Aw, thank you. I'm glad you did. Okay, actually I'm going to move this middle one around here. And I think this one I'm going to tilt just a little bit more. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. So, Johnny Slime is complete. I am going to export JPEG. Okay, I have no idea where that's saved. Okay, let's see, edits, there we go. So we've got slime. Okay, so I'm going to put you as Johnny Slime 2. So I'm going to show you very quickly. Okay, V, just for you, I've been practicing my Spanish. Are you ready? Taco. Okay, that's all I got so far. Reminds me of the Looney Tunes show. Oh, Toonie's gotta go. See ya. Okay, anyways. Val, as I was saying, it reminds me of that one Looney Tunes show clip where, Lola's trying to learn how to speak Spanish, and she asked Speedy how to say taco and burrito in Spanish. Yeah, I love it. Alright, so okay, there's my other folder. This is the one I'm looking for. So, I'll show you very quickly some other edits that I've done in case you haven't seen them. So, oh, hello, Blue. Did not expect to see you here. Oh wait, actually, yes, I did. I keep him, I keep him permanently open in my preview down here because sometimes I like to, I don't know. It's a picture that gives me a lot of serotonin, okay? Don't judge me. And like, he's not the only one. I've also had a couple of pictures of Snoots from Beanie Babies 2.0 to look at occasionally just to get an instant serotonin boost. So, okay, the only Spanish you two have learned is from Taco Bell. Rigo Suave. Nice. Looney Tunes show Lola Bunny as my spirit animal. Yes, she's amazing. She is the best Lola. Alright, so I don't know if you can see it entirely because I'm also monitoring the stream from my iPad just to see if everything's going okay. But this here, we've got both of them in full monster forms. You've got Bat Mavis, and then you've got Johnny Slime down here. You've got his feet, and then you've got his hands. You've got all of his little globs, a little bit bioluminescent. Here's one with Mavis. He's sleeping on top of Dennis. This was from the third movie before Mavis calls in to get everybody on the cruise. And then, okay, this one is my favorite, Slime John Avis 9. I love this one because the effects that I put on Johnny, it really does make him look like part of his slime powers is that he can glow in the dark. Very bioluminescent here. And I used a lot of lighter splotches all over him. And it's also one of the few pictures where I get to put more spots in places that aren't on his hands, his face, or his hair. Yeah, he's pretty much a walking, talking lava lamp if you think about it. But he might pass through you if you try to, I don't know, hug him or something. One of my closest Discord mutuals, well, technically Discord mutuals, we met back in Google+, but then we migrated to Discord and also Tumblr. She's done some art pieces to experiment with this idea as well because she loves Hotel Transylvania and she loves my idea of Slime Johnny and Gorgon Erica. And I really love the extra stuff she's put into it. Alright, so now I'm gonna, okay, wait, no. I think I airdropped them to me, so. Okay. Hold on, not this one. This one, here we go. This one is going to be a bit harder to edit for Erica, because I'm not exactly sure if all of her snakes should be just curled onto her head, or if some of them should be sticking out, because she's a little bit more energetic in this scene than usual. And yeah, she is the easier to edit one out of the others because I don't have to put a gradient on her. I just make her skin go gray, I change her eye color, and then I just add the snakes one by one and go to town. Bye, Val. It was nice having you here. What about Speedwagon? He's an instant boost of happiness. Yes, that is true. Did you know that Tiny Toons did a parody of THX as Thud? I like that. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make you a little bit smaller. That's fine. I'm gonna put you here. Alright, I think because this image has her farther away, this one is going to be also a bit harder to do, but quicker to finish, actually. Like, it should not take me an hour. Maybe I'll have enough room for another Erica edit before I hop off. Or I'll do Johnny again. It depends on how much time I've got. I see she's got a spot for an earring, so I think I'm going to just get rid of that. And then I miss Google Plus. Oh, you were on Google Plus too. Nice. I feel like not a lot of people really know that much about Google Plus. A lot of fun memories there. What's up? I cut short the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie for this. Really? I'm honored. Nice to see you here, Eric. It's nice to see all of you here, actually. I don't want to single too many people out, because y'all are so great. And having to have this many people during my stream to talk to, it's nice, it really is. Sometimes I forget how I'm kind of like a bigger YouTuber now. Like, not that big, of course, but I have a lot more subscribers than I did before. Alright, so let's get this corner out. Alright, so okay, I wasn't old enough to be on there, but it was still cool. Could you please provide a Discord link? I got greedy by trying to assimilate servers and yours was lost. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, because I don't have a server. Alright, so I don't go all the way with no saturation because it makes her look kind of bluish. So let's see, let's put this back to 0. A little bit warmer, that's better. There we go. She's a little bit lighter gray than usual, but that's because of the lighting. And in the meantime, I'm going to see if I can get her eyes all right. Like, once again, this is from a distance, so it is a lot harder to get accurate pixel by pixel. And what do you guys think? Once I'm finished, should I post pictures of my edits on the community tab? Let's see. Speaking of Tiny Toons, will you do a type of video like that on Media Mementos? I don't know. When it comes to getting videos, we always got to be quick on what topics we want. So if Trevor ever decides to do a Tiny Toons video and I want to edit it, then I'll be there. But otherwise, there will be Tiny Toons videos on the channel, but not with me doing all the editing work. It's going to be one of the other editors. Seriously, Fifi was butchered. No longer boy crazy, a generic black shirt, and no Kath Susie. Aw, that's sad. Looks like they're trying to... Hold on, wait. Saturation? Hold on, I gotta turn this up a little so I can... actually, no, this is not going to work. It's too far away. So I'm just gonna... I don't do this very often with my edits, but sometimes I just paint over the eyes. A little less professional, I know, but sometimes it gets the job done. See? Now all I have to do is put on the snakes. I created a DeviantArt account almost a month ago and followed you on it. I saw! Thank you for the follow. I don't usually post stuff on DeviantArt anymore, but that's just because I haven't been drawing as much lately. I do plan to change that though, so stay tuned for any other drawings. I might post my edits as well if I figure out how to put down the right category for them. Alright, so I gotta bring in the snakes. Pictures to edit. You got this snake. Where are the other snakes? Another snake. And I usually just copy and paste instead of bringing all of them in at once. Another snake. Let's see, it's 2, 3, 4. I put a lot of snakes on Erica whenever I make her into a Gorgon. At least 13 per picture. All right, so let's rasterize. Gotta make it a little bit smaller. There we go. And, you, not big? Come on, girl, don't be modest. You're blowing up because you're awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm blowing up. I've got a lot to say, and, being able to engage with an audience is, part of the joys of being a creator. Get to talk to other people, learn their opinions as well. I've created a few Beatles stuff in Photoshop. Cool. You may elaborate if you want. I gotta say, you singing the Patreon names was still pretty clever. Thank you! So, I already said this in my response to you, but telling this to other people, since they may or may not have seen the Katie Kaboom video on Media Mementos, I wanted to do something special that time for Patreon roll call, instead of just reading out the names. I think the closest thing that I did to something special was when I did How to Fix Animaniacs 2020, and for one of the names, Ravioli Supremo, I did something of an exaggerated Italian accent, all like, Ravioli Supremo. But then I decided, you know what, that's not enough. I want to do something better. I want to do something Animaniacs related. And so Yakko's World came up, and I'm all like, okay, let's see if I can make it fit within the beat of the song. And lo and behold, it worked. Especially being able to rhyme with Zane. So, yeah, that was really fun. Okay, so you were in the Media Mementos Discord server, but got greedy, signed up for more. Okay, funny enough, Marie Harrington took over FIF. So you turned Erica into a snake girl. Yeah, the proper term for it is Gorgon, although some people who still don't know the word also just refer them to Medusas. Like when you're, like when sometimes people see deers and they don't call them deer, they call them Bambis. I just think that's really cute. I think while Erica being a vampire would have fit well with Hotel Transylvania, and of course, her aesthetic makes her a more prime candidate than Johnny in fitting the traditional vampire ways, I am a sucker for mixed monster couples, and so I thought Gorgon was the closest one to vampire. Maybe even better, since she can turn people to stone, she can hypnotize people, she's got the snake motif is kind of present in Hotel Transylvania 3 when they're doing the Tango of Death, and some snakes come out to bite Drac as one of the traps. So, yeah, that's why I decided Gorgon for her. In before people call yellow bears Xi Jinping's. Is that a reference to the Prime Minister of China being referred to as Winnie the Pooh? Fun fact, in the new Mario movie, Mario's family members are voiced by VAs of Italian descent. Ooh! John DiMaggio and Jessica Chico? Either way, that's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure that Mario's dad is also voiced by Charles Martinet himself, so pretty cool voice cameo there. Especially at the end when I think his last line that he ever said before retiring from voicing for Nintendo was, "That's my boys!" So, yeah, really sweet. I left a comment on the Foster's video. Okay, I'll have to... Oh yeah, I found it, the timestamp. Nice. So that's my question. How come people leave timestamps as part of their comments without saying anything else? Is it because it's a part that they really like but don't know how to say that they like it? Or leave any further comment? That's what I think, but I could be wrong. Yes, but Martinet is not Italian. He's from San Francisco. Yes, that is true. Well, I'm not sure about the San Francisco part, but I think Charles Martinet is also... Doesn't he have French descent within him? Because Martinet sounds like a French last name to me. Sometimes I wonder what it would have been like if Charles actually did get to voice Mario the whole way through. If you want to know why I said I like that song, it's because it's the first Black Eyed Peas song that I ever heard back in the day. You know, that's actually pretty fitting, considering, let's get it started, and let's get your love of the Black Eyed Peas started as well. It all works perfectly. It's probably for coming back to the video later because they have watch history turned off. Okay, that also makes sense. I was considering doing an AI dub of the Mario movie with Martinet as the lead. That sounds pretty cool, but be careful. Last time somebody did a fan-made project using AI voices, actual voice actors that were very prominent in the industry tried to get that person canceled, which I understand where they're coming from, but I also think they took it really far since no profit was being made off of it. Like, AI voices recreationally, to me, are fine. When you try to make money off of it is where I draw the line. Yeah, so it really does. I dance to that song almost every day. Nice. It's like how sometimes I get obsessions with certain songs. Like, one of my most recurring ones of lately is I've Had Enough of You from the upcoming rhythm game Billy Bust Up. Yeah, Erica comes a lot more easier to me. It's always the snake parts that are more time consuming. Especially when she's angled like this and I'm trying to figure out, okay, where do the snakes go? And I also can't forget the fangs. I have her have longer fangs than Drax and Mavis, so that way she can stand out a little bit better. Sure, it may come with an overbite, but it's a cute overbite. I like it. Yeah, I'm doing it for recreational purposes. Although if Giuseppe was to be voiced by someone who's not Martinet, it would be Lou Albano. Yes, absolutely. I love the videos of Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden playing video games. Me too. Personally, I leave timestamps because of liking a particular part and talk about stuff with whoever answers. Also, you're planning on collaborations with someone someday? I have suggestions. Nice. I also wanted to say in Tiny Toons University, Maurive Harrington plays Fifi, just couldn't type out everything. Girl, I feel ya. Mary Ice Star. Alpha Teens on Machines, looks like Sonic Riders is opening. Whew, okay. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? I think I'm going to switch the snakes' locations. Because this is a more tighter part, so... Let's see, snake 1... Going to flip, put it on the other side, and now this one is going to be on the other part. It would have been easier for me, I guess, to do the other picture I had planned if I had time, but sometimes I gotta get the harder ones out of the way first, and then it makes it easier to just finish all of the ones I have planned. One time when I was editing a picture for Gorgon Erica, but it was a picture with her and Dracula, I I tried playing around with the settings, and I accidentally had it toggled on the snakes instead of her skin, and they all turned out really rainbow colored when I accidentally turned up the oversaturation, and it actually looked pretty cool. It kind of reminded me of a Gorgon, but instead of having regular snakes for hair, it would have been like gummy worm snakes. That sounds like a really cool idea for, like, I don't know, a Sugar Rush OC for Wreck-It Ralph or something. Gotta go say goodnight to my folks. Be right back. Alrighty, take your time. Isn't Lou Albano long dead before the movie's release? Yes, and like Robbie said, like I said, AI dub. Lou Albano and Danny Wells portrayed Mario and Luigi best, and I'll die on this hill. They are pretty good. Like, when it comes to Brooklyn Mario, I don't think you can top them. But when it comes to, like, full-on Italian Mario, then I think Charles Martinet can't be beat. It's also really fitting considering Mario is the Mickey Mouse of video games, so he kind of sounds like Mickey Mouse, but with an Italian accent, so I think it's fitting. As long as it's not Walker Boone and Tony Rosato, the casting of those two focus more on the Brooklyn part rather than the Italian part. Okay, so let's see. I gotta look through some of my other pictures to see how Erica looks. I think her snakes being this color fit fine with the lighting. Now I've just gotta figure out how to move the snakes so that way they fit well with her hair, but don't completely cover her face. So this is fine. I'm going to fix it so that way the snake looks more like her head. Although I'm going to move this away as well to see if I can juxtapose it with her lower hair. Alright, so this one is going to go back up to 100. And then this one is going to go down to 41. So, actually, Mario is Popeye. Miyamoto took inspiration from Popeye's A Dream Walking when creating Donkey Kong. Yes, that is correct. But I'm talking about more of Mario's worldwide impact. Mickey Mouse is far more recognizable than Popeye. It's always with the classic animated characters. The ones that always come to mind are either the ones from the Mickey Mouse cartoons or the Looney Tunes ones. Popeye, unfortunately, is a little more obscure. But funny you bring up Popeye because Olive Oyl was one of Erica's inspirations as well. You very much have this beautiful mix of Olive Oyl and Debbie Jelinski from the Addams Family. And I wonder if part of her creation had to do with Genndy Tartakovsky being told that his Popeye movie was canceled. Alright, so let's see, Snake 1 or Snake 2? Okay, Snake 2. Duplicate. Gotta erase. And then erase this one. So this one is the top snake. And then this one I'm going to put in her hair. This is the least amount of snakes that I've ever put in Erica's hair. But that's just because she's from a distance. So I think I might actually fix that by making some snakes stand up from behind. Guess who's back? Back again. Welcome back, Eric. Also, V, I recently observed something amusing. The most serious PR season, Jungle Fury, is based on China, while Ninja Storm is Japanese silly. Nice! I was gonna bring up the Tartakovsky Popeye film idea. Well, it's nice to know that, you were not the only... It's nice to know that both of us were not the only ones who thought of it. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the layer and see how I can get... Okay, There we go. So I gotta get that part of her ear just right. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to make it more specific. Like, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, almost got it. Just a couple of pixels from the outside that need to... There we go. Now, where's the snake copy? Yeah. Select inverse. Okay. So now that part of her skull looks a little more snaky. Nothing has changed at all, but that's fine. Now let's see, which snake should I... Okay, this one is going to be perfect. Where is Rasterize? There we go. Okay. How Popeye used to be more popular than Mickey Mouse. And, given Disney's current state, I kinda wish Popeye came back to his Thimble Theater roots in animation form. Welcome back, Lorgal! Okay. Is Popeyes nowadays more known for fried chicken than the cartoons? I have no idea. However, it's funny you bring that up, because now what I associate with Popeye the most is, that one clip from Canadian Family Feud, which, in a way, I'm both disappointed and happy that Steve Harvey was not hosting it to react. But, basically, they asked what Popeye's favorite food is for a sudden death. The girl answers first, and she goes, chicken! And she just does this shoulder roll because she's so confident that she got the right answer. But then she realizes her mistake when she sees her family just face palming and staring at her in disbelief. And then the other guy says spinach, which is obviously the number one answer. And then she says, I thought it was Popeye's chicken. But even though she lost the game for the family, she's ultimately the winner because, thanks to her slip-up, Popeye's chicken endorsed her for like a year, so... Hilarious how it all comes around in the end, and everybody wins. Just saying, V, there are a lot of content creator compatriots out there ripe for collaboration, like my second favorite South American YouTuber next to Dream Katie C. Puff person. I don't know who that person is, but if I like their content, then maybe I'll add them to the list. I know one person I would love to collaborate with someday is Athena P. Her nostalgic lore videos are just so good. And they really fit my niche as well, because I have made a couple of videos that look at some preschool shows, and I have some more planned on the way. Not all of them, of course, but let's see, probably 1, 2, 3, at least 4. So it would be nice to collab on that end with her. And I had a few others, but I don't really know anymore. I was thinking of maybe collaborating with, reaching out to Odd Ones Out or Jaden Animations, but their content doesn't really match the stuff that I do anymore. Maybe Ellis Mark would be fun. Ooh, black stripe. Gotta get rid of that. There we go. Well, how the turntables. Funny story, Popeye's chicken was named after Jimmy Doyle from The French Connection, who was nicknamed after the sailor. I had a feeling that Popeye the Sailor and Popeye's the restaurant were connected. I feel so validated now. Or is it vindicated? I don't know, but the point still stands. Okay, I think I'm gonna make the snake a little bit bigger and then put this one here. Okay, yeah, now it's all coming together. It's time for some crazy hair. Turn you this way. Okay, so now all I have to do is put in her fangs, and then we are good to go. Preschool, is Babar among them? Yes, I would consider Babar a preschool show since it did air on Kubo. Like, those are the big five block/networks that I would count as preschool aimed. Nick Jr., Playhouse Disney, PBS Kids, Discovery Kids, and Kubo. PBS Kids Sprout does not count since it is technically a division of PBS Kids. And Noggin technically counts as well, but it's less of its own thing, kind of, where aesthetically it is its own thing. But content-wise, it's like you're watching Nick Jr. with PBS Kids DLC, if that makes any sense. Ooh, where'd her fangs go? Okay, I think this one. Oh, okay, that's weird. Did I not save the versions of her with her fangs? Ooh, okay, this is the PST. Wait, actually, I keep forgetting that some of these are PSDs. Okay, so I think one of these layers has got to have her fangs on it. If not, I'm just going to have to do the good old airdrop. Don't save. Okay. Yeah, I'll just, oh, okay. And then I'm pretty sure a snake was supposed to be here. There we go. Isn't Babar the royal elephant? Yes, that is correct. And hopefully one day you will. Athena technically already knows who you are. That is true. So I knew I wouldn't say that I'd give away my schedule, but I'm just gonna say this because I did say that I plan to do it someday, just not sure when. But I know that I'm going to do a Snoots video covering the whole show. I'm not sure if she's going to do a lore video for it, but it would be fun to kind of collab with her on that, but I'm also thinking of doing it solo because I just have so much to say as I cover the entirety of the Snoots web series. Like, my love for the Snoots web series is just... I should not love it as much as I do, but really, I enjoy it a lot. Definitely validated, but hey, we love you regardless how much you fumble sayings like Omi and Biff Tannen. Sorry, I'm excited for Day After Tomorrow. We'll see BTTF released in 3D. Neat, huh? Yeah, I suppose. DLC, the word of the day for today's content creation landscape. I mean, Animaniacs Revival is like asking for it, even though it's so bad, probably wouldn't deserve it in any way. TV channels, but with DLC. Well, to be fair, how else would you describe cable? Blues. I had to. I am considering sewing a plush of him as well. Like, after I finished Snoots, I wasn't sure if I was going to sew anybody else, but I know for sure now that I absolutely, if I'm going to do it again, I am going to sew the blue dog and Mrs. Puddles. Like, Mrs. Puddles, I may not even need to sew. I just have to find a Bee Baby that looks like her and then modify it to hammer in the accuracy. Okay. That should do it. And then I'm just gonna make my brush really small just to make sure Erica's lipstick is bright red as a Gorgon. Let's see how it looks like that. Looks like a little bit too much. I can just turn down the opacity a little. Okay, that's much better. There we go. Now to move the fangs, and then you've got Erica. Or, in this version of her, Gorg-Erica, I suppose. Okay, there it is. Gorg-Erica fangs. So I think what I did on my computer is that I have PNGs of her without fangs because I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go for it or not. But ultimately I decided, you know what, yeah, let's give her the fangs. It makes her look a lot more monstrous. And it's kind of like a weird callback to, it's like a weird callback to one of her original designs where she looked like she had buck teeth. Except here, it's a lot cuter. And like a lot more charming. Okay. So I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. I think this will do it. I hope it's not too pixelated. Okay, yeah, that is too pixelated. So I guess we'll have to accept it for the size it is. Also, you know, it's really ironic how, okay, well, hold on, let me see what other comments. Could I make a Hotel Transylvania logo for you? Sure, why not? If you're wondering about the Popeye cast response, it's to connect what I said earlier about Popeye having a cartoon series similar to Cuphead, Fleischer style, and everything. Yeah, the Fleischer style is definitely a big inspiration for Cuphead. I mean, even Hilda Berg looks like Betty Boop, even though allegedly Betty Boop inspired Calla Maria a lot more. Okay, so I'm not exactly proud of how the fangs turned out because they're so small and pixelated, but at least it gets the job done. And there she is. Gorg and Erica. Ta-da! Also, you said Fleischer weird. Sounded like you said flea. I thought it was Fleischer, not Fleischer. Also, V, keep Magma Paint in mind. She's a little rough around the edges, like Gorillas and Pantheon Longstocking plus Fallen Hard for 2D. But her arguments are rock solid, especially on NC takes. Definitely gotta check it out. Maybe one day when I'm independently living, I can open a PO. I would love to send you some fan mail, just like I did with Athena. And I'm not just saying that because you and I are friends first, gal. Okay. So, I might be running a little bit over time for... Oh wait, hold on, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, last I checked, it was pronounced Fleischer. Okay, interesting. So, it's not Fleischer, it's not Fleischer, it's Fleischer. Okay, I will try to remember. It's like, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa, or, instead of Frankenstein, it's Frankenstein. I watched Young Frankenstein for the first time, like, a month or two ago. It was really good. Well, kind of slow, but still good. Maybe you could review the Powerpuff Girls sometimes with Shadow Streak. Maybe. You know, you should, guys, leave me some topics of what I should cover, because there are some topics that I would love to do, but I can't do a full video on because I just don't have the script material for it. So what I'm going to do is do some shorts on them instead. So Powerpuff Girls is probably going to be one of them. Another one that I want to do is like a brief review of Elmopalooza. Keep leaving them so that way I can come up with more content to make. And living on my own, not me. I was just reading Lorgal's comment. And I do not live by myself. I live with my parents, in case you were curious. Yee, that, and I need a Blutz parallel for Snoots in the squad table. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's going to be interesting trying to do his eyes too, because he wears glasses. And we'll see if I can find a good front-facing picture of him with the glasses that doesn't interfere with the fabric itself. I'll be filling now. See ya, V. Bye, CJV. Yes, you will be going now. I had a feeling. So Shadow Streak, yes, I know who Shadow Streak is. I think that's the same guy who covered every episode of Powerpuff Girls 2016. I watched quite a few of them, but I have yet to watch the entire series. Oh. Gorgand. Gorgarica 2. Saving her the collection as well. I think that's what I'm going to do if I think next week and the week after are the last 2 Fridays of October. So I might do another art stream. Well, I might do an art stream, or at least get it going either next week or the week after. And if I don't, then I'm probably going to be doing more Johnny Slime and Gorgon Erica streams, because I really enjoy doing these. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of you. And since I believe I have time for one more, I'm just going to do this one as well. So the same friend who loves Hotel Transylvania, she got me this screenshot, because every time I tried to take one of Erica when she's rocking to Dracula, it's always just, for some reason, it's never high quality, but she managed to get a really good crisp one here, so it's thanks to her that I'm able to edit this picture. As well as a later one I want to do with Johnny being a DJ. That one's going to be interesting, since part of the canon that we came up with together is that because of his slime properties, he'd have to wear special gloves when doing his DJ work. Otherwise, he'd get goop all over the equipment. And Erica here does not have to deal with any of that. Plus, she also does not have an uncontrollable gaze in turning people to stone. Like, we've decided to make it easier. She's able to do it on command, since it does fit with her overall personality. And, let's see, there we go. So yeah, she doesn't have to wear sunglasses all the time. That's a massive plus for her. This one should be a lot easier to complete. Maybe going slightly over time, but that's okay. I'm not in that much of a rush. Okay, so just gotta add a little bit extra. No, got her hair. Oh, wait, I looked up, it's pronounced Fleischer. Oh, okay, yeah, it is Fleischer. Well, I know my mistake. I'll try not to repeat it. Maybe a full review of Littlest Pet Shop. I have not watched the show, but if you are looking for somebody to do a review of Littlest Pet Shop, then I'd suggest Negative Legend. And I could also do toy videos, but like reviewing toys and stuff, but that's a bit harder. I can't think of any good ones at the moment. If you like Animaniacs, you're gonna adore LPS songs, wacky humor, and lovable characters. Zoe is basically Rarity meets Rita, but with Twilight's color scheme and Celestia's voice. Okay, interesting. I might actually check that one out. I hope it'll keep my interest for a long while, because with MLP, it took me 5 seasons. Like, I watched 5 seasons of it, and then I stopped. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Gotta tread the eyelashes carefully. Missed an eyelash. There we go. So that's all of her skin. I just gotta make sure that the eyes and the mouth don't get caught up in between. You know, while we're still on the topic of Hotel Transylvania, same friend, by the way. I introduced her to Foster's Home, and she was on a huge combined kick for a while. I'm not sure if she still is, because Hotel Transylvania is still her main one, but she made an AU where Mavis adopts not just Blue, but also Mac, because somebody has to get him away from his awful family. And it is one of the most wholesome things she has ever come up with. I adore it so much. And best of all, 4 seasons right here on YouTube. Oh, welcome back, Val. So check at your own leisure. Toy reviews, Vietnam reaction when a literal 8-year-old is richer than Mr. Beast. Oh yeah, Ryan. I hope he's alright. I can't tell if he's genuinely enjoying himself or his parents are like exploiting him. Gotta get the white out. Huh? Okay, that was weird. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for, I think. So, yeah. I feel bad for that kid. He seems so sad in all those videos. Yeah. I'm surprised stuff like that isn't illegal. Maybe things will change after, you know, Ruby Frank got arrested recently. Alright, so now I just gotta adjustments, hue, saturation. Here comes the gray. There we go. And then now I gotta do her eyes, her mouth, put on the snakes, and then that'll be all for today's stream. Okay, there's green. I gotta find a red somewhere. Oh, very rainbowy. Look at that. Rainbow eyes. Okay, that actually looks really cool. Whoop. Now I'm gonna try again. Let's see. Color balance might be able to fix it, so a lot more on the red. Okay, yeah, that's what we've been waiting for. Not magenta. Put it in the middle. So these are midtones, so let's try shadows. Ooh, okay. Cherry red, liking it. And highlights, more vibrant red. Yes, this is what we're looking for. Hot take, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was best seasons 1 to 4 and should have stopped there. And lowered the bar further from Starlight to Cozy Glow. I do agree. However, I also do think... I do appreciate Season 5's existence just because its season premiere was pretty much just Coraline but with ponies. So... like, that's 3 shows that have an episode that remind me of Coraline. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and Gravity Falls. The more the merrier. I promise you, I'm not a Coraline super fan. It's inescapable sometimes. Not that I'm really bothered by it, because I do like Coraline. It's a good movie. I even dressed up as her once for Halloween, because I accidentally had everything I needed to cosplay right at my disposal. Except for her sneakers. And her raincoat. But still. I barely had to go get anything. I think I still have my striped shirt. It looks just like hers, except it has a pocket in the front. Okay, children should not be allowed to be celebrities. Yeah, I agree. Can only pray for Ryan's happiness being genuine. Maybe you could make some AMVs again in between larger reviews? A break to you, a snack for us. Yeah, I could do that. Or try to make more meme videos. I don't really have that many ideas, but... okay, so gotta make it red. Okay, there we go. I think... hold on. Don't want to make it red. No. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's what I need. So now all I gotta do is put on the snakes and the fangs. Shouldn't take too long. Especially since I'm a little bit, V, we should stream Stardew. Yeah, we totally could, Val. That would be fun. I love Stardew. I play it almost every day whenever I'm able to get a break. I don't know what it is about it, it's just... so good. And relaxing. And I want to make files to marry everybody in the game and eventually become roommates with Krobus. Krobus is going to be My last one, I believe. I know, I'm the one who got you into it. Yes, that is correct. Oop. We got a little bit of the snake in there, but it's okay. I'll remove it in a minute. All right, let's get you out. Okay, let's get you out of here. Tiny piece. There we go. We're up to 10. Wow, now we're cooking. Yeah, I'm back. Hey, CJB. Season 5 would have been a satisfying conclusion for MLPFIM. As much as I enjoy Season 6 and 7, everything from 8 onward felt like fan subordinate fodder. So remind me, the Season 5 finale is that the one with the changelings? Where, former villains like Discord, Trixie, and Starlight are like accepted into the Guild of Friendship after saving the main 6 from the Changeling invasion. Oh no, that's the Starlight Grimmer Time Travel, right. About a few months ago, I was working on a Foster's visual novel, but I struggled up to come up with ideas on how not to make it a dating sim because those are the most common frame of reference that I have. Well, maybe I can help. Tell me what you're trying to go for, and then I can tell you how you can try to make it work. Alright, so let's just... I'm gonna put you here as well, just because the snake fit feels proper. Alright, snake 2. These guys are going to be underneath. Turn off the layer. Alright, so now I gotta... Oop, no. A little bit more. Okay, no. Okay, also V in your media... Okay. Also, in your Media Mementos video on Animaniacs, DuckTales reboot wasn't exactly what I'd call an ideal reboot. Don Carnage killed me after a week-long pirate binge from Treasure Planet to Pirate. So... DuckTales reboot not being an ideal reboot. Care to elaborate? I like to hear more on what people think. Because the few times people have talked negatively about DuckTales, I know one of them was mostly upset that Mrs. Beakley was buff instead of fat. Like, really upset about it. And then a few other comments that I've seen was that they didn't take enough from the European comics and that it felt too Americanized. Which... I get wanting to go for another version of Mickey Mouse, but Mickey Mouse is an American property. So, as much as I love the 2017 movie, having them try to tie in all the film's events into the series drove me crazy, like it wanted to be its own thing. Yeah, that's fair. And then CJB Studios, my second favorite band. Nice. Yeah, I do like the Beatles. They're a classic for sure. I know when I was younger, my favorite songs were Yellow Submarine and Here Comes the Sun. But now I'm more of a come together kind of girl, and I also really like. What was that one song? Oh, A Hard Day's Night. Yes, I love that one. It was going to be about Mac hanging out with the friends at Foster's during the summer and different endings based on who you hang out with the most. You know, I could see that working out. I think. I'm not sure where I could tell you to find some inspiration from, but I do know that Monster Road Trip is a lot less focused on the dating sim aspect compared to the rest of Monster Prom. So maybe trying to make a G-rated version of that could help. And then have you heard of Hollywood Undead? No, I have not. The DuckTales reboot incorporating other Disney Afternoon characters and stories was cringeworthy and clumsily executed. Negaduck is meta trashing of Jim Cummings. I don't know. I don't think it's mean-spirited, especially since Cummings himself voiced Negaduck. If it was somebody else voicing Negaduck, then maybe. But I think it was Jim's way of passing his legacy on to a new voice actor, which I think is really sweet. And it was nice hearing him be Negaduck for maybe the last time. Although I do think ultimately the Negaduck origin story went nowhere. But that's because they were planning to do something with him later on in the series, but never got to do it. Here's hoping that Darkwing Duck, like if it does get rebooted and it's at least on par with DuckTales 2017, I'm hoping that they'll do more with him. And a lot more with the new Gosselin as well. I nearly had a heart attack when she said, "You are not my family," and I thought she was gonna say, "You are not my father." So, when she said family instead, I kind of like sighed to myself, all like, "Ah, oh, thank goodness." I was also thinking about a Foster's themed Danganronpa clone. That would be interesting to see. Kind of like that one fanfic, Rainbow's Demise, except with a lot more carnage and without somebody controlling the main characters. Like them doing it out of their own volition. Wait, was Robbie spamming? Not a regular Danganronpa S. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know much about Danganronpa aside from the main 3 games and the anime based on them. So thanks for clearing that up. This may seem weird, but I think your voice is pretty cute. Thanks. When I first started making my videos, one thing I felt self-conscious a little bit was my voice, because sometimes I feel like I come out different when I'm on camera. But after a while, I think I got used to how I sound, and it's not really that much of a self-conscious issue for me anymore. So I'm happy about that. I know that I'm going to have to hop off soon, but I'm hoping that I can at least finish the snakes before I have to. Okay, so I often found myself thinking about possibilities with time travel, like a Narnia musical. During the Renaissance, or Warner Brothers handling Power Rangers during the early 2000s rather than Disney. So kind of like a what if in history. That sounds interesting. I'm listening while drawing. It's very soothing. Nice. So we're both getting our artist on in here. Love it. And speaking of that, I might as well make the obligatory joke. You see this tree here? We're planting a little happy tree. And you also have to know, there are no mistakes in life, only happy accidents. Love Bob Ross. I don't really watch him that much, but I love his commentary. You can only choose one, potato, tomato, or egg potato. For the meme, egg potato, but genuinely, potato. Tomatoes are nasty. I never like actual tomatoes, only if it's tomato flavored stuff, like tomato juice or tomato ketchup. Oh, no, hold on. So I know I want to make this similar to the other one where more snakes are coming out. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a minimalist version of the snake ones or if I'm going to go wild. I usually go wild, but I'm a little bit running late. But well, hey, technically I'm not running late because I started the stream a little late trying to set everything up, so I guess I'm just all caught up. Okay, so back to here. Gonna fix that up. A little more here. And I'm going to do her other end. Now I'm gonna see, which snake is this one? No, not that one. Snake 2, snake 1. Must be this next one. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Gotta finish this last curl, and then that'll be it for her main snakes. Oop, no. Okay, now which snake was it? Yeah, there we go. Let's see if I can paint over it a little bit. All right. Another layer below. There we go. That's how I blend things effectively. I'll be right back, you guys. I have returned. Okay. You've made a couple of Loud House drawings. Nice. Robbie, see you there. Searching for Blender tutorial. How did I end up with somebody replacing hair with snakes? YouTube is a wild place sometimes. You're here trying to look for 3D modeling, and instead you find somebody turning Erica into a Gorgon because it's Halloween season. So you haven't played Ultra Despair Girls? No, I've never played any of the Danganronpa games. A voice that's pleasant to listen to. I wasn't a shy kid. I was a social butterfly. But my confidence kind of tanked in my last 2 years of college. So I've been recovering from that. Somebody who understands how liking tomatoes works. Yep, you understand me, gal. Tomatoes and bolognese always make my stomach hurt with all that acid buildup. Think about it. AMVs give you a small creative break from big videos, but enough to satiate. That is true. Kind of like what Jay Frillis does in between making his big video essays. He still does classic AMVs and YouTube poops on classic Shave Classic. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this up, and once I save it, I will be hopping off for the day. I would have hopped off earlier, but I didn't know that this was going to take me as long as it did. And, I don't know, I also, I love streaming. It's really hard to wanna stop sometimes. And this is only my second stream. Well, how do you call a negative movie critic that's also a food? Pancake. Nice. We hit 10 again for a bit. Awesome! Okay, no, that's not what I wanted. Ah, yes, of course, creating Medusa 2.0 for Spooktober reasons. Yep. I'm assuming that you're new here, so the gist of it is that every Halloween every October, I love drawing my favorite characters and turning them into monsters. Hotel Transylvania is an exception because I usually don't draw characters that were originally 3D. It's a personal problem that I'm going to get over one of these days. And in my Hotel Transylvania video, I talked about how in the fourth movie I was so upset that Johnny and Erica did not turn into monsters at the end, and they portrayed them staying human without talking about their mortality and addressing the true elephant in the room as a happy ending. So, this is my closest way to. This is the closest way I have to making the ending that I wish Hotel Transylvania 4 had into a reality. Tomato flavor? Yes. Tomato texture? No. Yes, that is the gist of it. My cousin even agrees with that. It's always the texture that makes or breaks something. Like, I don't like regular strawberries, but I do like strawberry flavored stuff, except for strawberry soda. That stuff's just nasty. Oh. So yeah, I'm going to go with these snakes for this one because the more curly ones, instead of just being straight out, they convey more of that playful emotion behind her, walking up to him and being like, "So, you must be the one and only Dracula." Well, of course, this is No Way You, where she's been a monster the whole time, but still, that's the context of the original clip, where I got the picture from. You must be a big Hotel Transylvania fan. Yes, I am. I don't converse much with the fandom for some reason. I don't know why. But I really do love the series. I know a lot of people don't, but I guess you could say I'm something of a Hotel Transylvania apologist in that vein. Because it can be surprisingly controversial to talk about. Since it has like a negative reputation. And on that topic, I think Hotel Transylvania 3 is heavily overhated. I do not think it is anywhere near as bad as anybody makes it to be, and I think Hotel Transylvania 2 is overrated. But that's just me. I might add an extra snake on Erica's head just to give more illusion that there's snakes on her. Okay. But we can save that for the end. At least now that I actually have the hang of OBS, I should be able to actually start streams at 12:30 instead of 10 to 15 minutes later, but I am happy about my progress since, this is a very new thing for me. I think 1 or 2 more snakes should do. Okay. So now you've got our snakes going wild, and then I'm going to add I'm going to add this one to the side. I'm gonna bring it up. put on her fangs, and then that'll be all for today. Let's see what else is saying. Yeah, even though I can barely get a word in most of the time, I much prefer videos as comment sections. How about you, V? I find those are a lot more satisfying for getting your thoughts out. I agree. Because I'm not sure if I've said this before, but one of my favorite things about having a bigger audience is that I can actually start a conversation and have other people to talk with about my opinions and everything. I genuinely love hearing what everybody else has to say, to the point where sometimes, every now and then, with my Media Mementos guest speaking appearances, I will check my comments, like the comment sections on those videos, and see what people are saying about me. Some good, some not so good, but hey, you've got good and bad, and you've got to roll with the punches. Plus, one of them said that they hope that I die from stage 4 throat cancer. That comment's been long deleted, but getting something as nasty as that is pretty much proof that I've kind of made it big somehow. Even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes. Or even if my subscriber count pales in comparison to a lot of the other YouTubers out there. Especially Media Mementos, since that one, they've recently passed 40K, and I am really happy. Because I've watched the channel since before Media Mementos was even a thing, back when Trevor's main thing was Task Productions. So I've been there since the first video that they did here on Media Mementos, which is Baby Blues. And I've watched it grow from then on. You have no idea how satisfying that feels. Be careful, fan fiction is not an all-purpose cure for media, just a band-aid solution. For people who don't like it, but, well, I don't know. There is a lot of good to be found in the world of fan fiction. Sometimes people want to experiment with stuff that the show or movie has not touched upon. And I think that's a good outlet for creativity. It's not necessarily that they're doing it because they hate the way it ended, even though that is very common. Okay, yeah, now I see. I've got fangs here. I gotta see if I can, No, I do not have her fangs here, so Gorgon 2. Does this one have fangs? No. I promise you the true final projects have fangs. I have no idea why these don't. Let's just, okay, I'm just going to airdrop to myself again. I don't think I have any of her staring directly at the camera. But I can always just rotate the fangs to make them fit so. Throat cancer, dear lord, or good lord. Yes, because the comment in full, like I said, the comment was deleted, but what the guy said was, I heard that Rob Paulsen Rob Paulsen was diagnosed with stage 4 throat cancer and survived in order to be part of the reboot. I hope that whoever's speaking in this video gets the same thing, except she doesn't survive, or basically something like that. That's what the comment said. So, yeah, baby's first death threat. Feels good. And yeah, because of the nature of Animaniacs 2020's fandom, I did get a lot of hateful comments as well, but they usually don't bother me. I rarely meet people back at home who enjoy cartoons and live with their parents like me. My social life is basically non-existent either, barely had to go outside bad weather, and since I'm autistic. Yeah, we really are kindred spirits, I think. By the way, you said something about getting overzealous and like Discord servers and stuff. What is your Discord? Because I don't completely recognize you based on your name. Tiffany, hi! It's been so long! How have you been? Oh, so you're Cartoon Judge. So, I hate to break it to you, but if you're Cartoon Judge, you did not, let me see. Well, sorry to break it to you, but I can't bring you back to the server for reasons. But at least I'm happy that I recognize you now. YouTube should do more golden. I'm gonna be the Craig McCracken of YouTube. Aw, at this point you're just flattering me. Okay, I'm gonna turn you a little bit to make you straighter. And then I'm gonna put you around. Okay, I think here is a good estimate to how I make her fangs. Yeah, just a little bit over. I think I just gotta make it a little bit smaller, actually. So, small. There we go, I believe. And saw you were streaming and decided to hop on. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here. As someone who can see the positives and negatives on Pepe Le Pew's character, the reboot's treatment of the character was very harsh. Yeah, I agree. I think they were even going to have a scene of Pepe okay, and here's the final product for Gorgon Jerica. I'm not sure how much you can see. Okay, hold on, yeah, there we go. I've got a little bit of a lag on my screen. I'm not sure if you guys can see the full thing, but I will be posting full images of the edits once I hop off for the day. And then, anyways, reboot's treatment, yeah, Pepe, I know that they were going to have him be in Space Jam 2, and LeBron James is going to tell him off for being a sexual predator and stuff. And I am so glad that they did not go for it. Because really, Pepe's cartoons, the whole point is that it's not that Penelope is repulsed by Pepe. It's that she actually does like him. It's just that she can't stand his smell. Because whenever something happens to block out his scent, like he gets covered in tomato juice or she gets covered in paint, she is immediately love-struck for Pepe And then she chases him, and he doesn't like it, so he's always getting his just desserts as well. So I don't see why they're saying that he's so dangerous to begin with. They just don't understand his shtick. And she looks so awesome as a Gorgon. Oh, thank you! So glad that I'm getting the vibes down really well. And then, come on, you deserve it. Your content is absolutely great. Well researched, argued, presented, and constantly keeps me coming back. You deserve a lot more attention. Not more NC like Shafe. Yeah, that would have been Age Like Milk if LeBron did something creepy. Yeah, Chuck Jones meant for Pepe to be ironic. See? You get it. Like, you can still not like Pepe, but making these, like, trying to go as far as that and trying to cancel him when really it's not really doing anything bad. It's like going after the Warners for the Hello Nurse routine, when, yeah, I understand the concerns with sexual harassment and stuff, but the reason it's funny is because they're children doing it to adults, so they're not being serious about it, and it's all in good fun. So, Pepe only got canceled because of some male stand-up comedian. Dave Chappelle, I think. Like, those two were connected somehow. I was subscribed to so many Discord that Media Mementos ones have been lost as if I never got on there. Or going after Amy Rose. Yeah! With Amy, too. They did over-exaggerate her tendencies as the games went on, but I do think Amy was at her peak in Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, where her love for Sonic is a prominent part of her character, but it doesn't consume her. Like, when she sees Sonic, she clearly still has a crush on him, but her main thing that she does is trying to get him to help her protect a little birdie. So, I think that's her at her best. And from what I've heard of what they've been doing with Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Boom, they're also leaning into that a little bit better. Though, I love Sun Amy, but they could never work in canon personally, unless it's the Boom version. Like, those two absolutely deserve to be canon. I believe the only reason people hate Pepe is because of the cat spa. There was no indication of his smell. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, anyways. That is all for today. I am so glad you guys stopped by, and Amy Rose is one of the few remaining female characters who isn't a man-hating girl boss. Also, what's wrong with Amy being in love with Sonic? Yeah. Double standard. Pepe is cancelled, Yakko and Dot had to lose the stick, but Dot got to keep it. Amy only lost it because of fan hatred, but you don't see Puka getting any hate. You know, that's weird. I thought that Puka got a lot of hate, but then some people like to give them the Sanemi defense where Puka isn't, violating Garu or anything. Like, Garu, I think in the show, he actually does show that he does have feelings for Puka, but he's too shy to actually be honest with it. But I don't know, it's been a while since I watched Puka. But with Chowder and Panini, that one has no excuse, truly. Alright, so that's all for today. You guys can leave your goodbyes if you want. I know that last time I did, I just abruptly ended the stream. So, if you want to say goodbye, go ahead. I'll give you a 1-minute window. So that way you don't have to say you forgot, and that way I gave you the chance. But this has been fun! I'm glad that I got to actually do an art sort of stream. Like, I will be labeling these as editing streams. Otherwise, like, I don't think I was able to label the title correctly. But, alrighty. So, for today, that's all, folks. Bye!